as well and is like improving on themselves as much as they can. They are like high value when they are like happy and give a lot of positivity around them.
Okay.
What was the question?
Remember I asked that what makes a woman high value to you, and you answered. So now I want to know what would make someone low value to you, just undateable, just unbearable for you to even consider them as a mate.
They don't care about their self. If they don't care about their self, how they gonna care about me? You don't do anything to achieve your goals. You don't do anything to make your life better. So why would I even stop my life to even try to understand yours when I can see everything from the outside? You get what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I hear you. I
If
hear
you don't
you.
value your life or your family, I can't deal with you. I can't. It's not I can't deal with you. I can tolerate you, but I will not never be with you.
Yeah, I think someone who just doesn't play a supportive type in the home, in the man's life. Someone who doesn't try to do better for themselves and put new goals and motivations. Um, yeah, and just someone who's just like really like disrespectful, argumentative, just really like defensive about whatever, and they're micro cheating. Yeah,
Micro cheating. What is micro cheating?
having guy friends, having like just like it's just doing some of the things and not informing your partner firsthand.
Being sneaky.
Yeah, being sneaky. Yeah,
So
You gotta make something happen.
that's micro cheating.
again,
Having male friends isn't an issue, but it's like if they
we get frustrated.
disrespect the relationship, then it
Yeah,
is.
I know.
So
Like, why do you
having
need a male friend? Why do you
no,
need a male friend if you're in a relationship?
Hold on to that real quick because I'm gonna come back to you. But let's do Granville and then we're gonna go to Aquarius and then I'm gonna come back to you because just go on mute real quick.
So, low value, and I'm not. It doesn't be just like a romantic relationship, but just friendships, any kind of relationship you have with somebody. I think is not willing accountability, not doing self work, not willing to grow, self reflect. Um, Somebody that's not inauthentic, somebody that has disrespect, and somebody that does not have character and integrity to stand up for what's right. And yeah,
Alright, thank you, Granville and Aquarius. And then we're gonna open up the panel. We're gonna talk about micro cheating.
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, I read the question wrong the first time. I read it as what makes a woman, high value to you. But what makes a woman or a man high value, excuse me, low value now, is if they like take more than they give, like somebody said before. If they're very selfish to the point where even if they, are doing well, they still are willing to take. If they're a very negative person, if they're very, just not pleasant to be around, they have a bad attitude, they just have nothing to give at all, then, I consider those people to just be not even worth, giving effort or energy to unless they willing to change.
Alright, okay, Aquarius. Now y'all could like unmute. Let's have an open panel because Kareem, with micro cheating. So someone having friends of the opposite sex, that's micro cheating?
No.
Yes, to me that is because why do you need a male friend as a woman when you are dating me? You can they can go have like girls as friends, right? Girls that are respecting themselves, not doing anything out of promiscuity or anything like that. why do you need male friends?
What
Like
if those girlfriends they have male friends and those male friends come around the friend group?
Like honestly, like I set the boundary to like those girlfriends have to be like married, like they gotta be like
Okay, and what if they married and have male
educated.
friends?
What?
What if they married and have male friends?
What are you talking about?
What if those friends of your woman, wife, whatever, are married, but they still have male friends that come around?
No, she can't be hanging out with male friends. Like that's just it.
So she can't have friends.
Still, I don't even trust the gay ones. How's that insecure? That's just me setting boundaries of what I want.
That's
let's go here. She has to live like a turtle for your confidence.
And I would do the same. I wouldn't be friends with the opposite gender. Why would I be? Why would I be friends with a female as well? Like that doesn't make no sense.
it's overly protective. You being overly protective.
Imagine you walk.
Controlling.
That's not control. What were you saying, CEO? You got cut off.
I'm gonna tell you. Imagine you're a millionaire, right? And you network. So you're successful by networking, and talking, and mingling,
Come on,
talking,
keep working here.
other
It will
people's
happen.
ideas.
And
Your wife's at your side, right? Everywhere you go. And she learns the game through you, networking, mingling, and now you both have two multi-million-dollar businesses running together. She's not able to go and handle business because you feel some type of way.
No, and I get that. See, as a mature man, right? As a mature man, like I'm gonna ask you right now, as a mature man, when you have clients, like even coworkers, such as bosses, that are in that type of space, like yes, go ahead and handle your business, but like at the end of the day, I'm giving you my trust, and I'm gonna believe that you are not gonna do something to me and backdoor me. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna have male friends. It's just simple as that.
See, that's the opposite of trust because the controlling behaviors that you're putting on her means that you don't trust.
But I'm trusting her that she's not gonna do anything with those coworkers, clients, and the bullshit. Huh?
I want to say something. Go ahead, Papa.
It is none of my concern nor my business what she does when she's not in my presence.
And right there, you are allowing her, right? You are basically saying, go ahead and do whatever you want, honey.
That is not it.
It's not your property.
Yes, she is not my property, and I'm not allowing her to do nothing because I don't own her. If she's going to do something and she makes a decision to do it, that has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with her. And if she wants to betray me, that is on her, not me.
And then it's your choice to stay or not.
Right.
Absolutely.
Cassidy.
It'll be
We
my
have someone new to the channel. After Papa. Go ahead, Papa. Finish.
No, yes, it will be my choice, but I am not concerned about what she's doing or who and what she. It's none of my business. Not my concern.
But hey, Anthony, it all depends on your selection of person too, because you should know. Like people gonna show two ways about themselves. One, you're gonna meet that first person that person that you first meet, sweet, honest, and everything else. Make it right. Sweet, honest, and everything else, and make a left right here on the Second Street. Sweet, honest, and everything about themselves. Then they'll turn it. They'll switch it. You'll get into an argument with them. That means they start putting up walls everywhere. They start putting up walls here, putting up walls there. So every time y'all run into a certain subject, y'all are going to argue about it. That's when you need to make a relationship and break it down. It might be an argument right there just to get the heat off your chest, but at the same time, you have to break it down. That's when you find out if you got to give her or take her. She gonna say, "Well, I need this," or she gonna say, "Well, we need to talk about this." And you gonna figure out which one say talk and I need. That's the difference.
Also, wouldn't you rather be with somebody that wants to be with you because they love you?
Exactly.
But not because you're controlling methods to tell them not to do it. Like I would rather somebody love me and not want to instead of
Cassidy.
I was looking for a
Cassidy
little
just
house over
got
here.
on the channel. What's up with you?
I'm good. Thanks for the invite.
No problem. Well, I invited, not invited the Zumba club. Introduce yourself and answer the prompt.
So my name is Cassie. I'm 26 years old. And what else should I say about myself?
Where you from?
OG 26.
Yes, I'm from Philly, but I'm Jamaican. I said I'm from Philadelphia, but I'm Jamaican.
You know how to make that jerk chicken?
All of it. Yes.
I got $5 for a plate right now.
What about curry goat?
Oh yes.
That spicy curry goat.
Yep. Everything.
Are those prerequisites to being Jamaican?
Good as hell.
Cassidy's a good girl. You heard that? She has like everything.
As a good as?
As
Yes.
good as. Let's see. Go ahead and answer the prompt. What make a man high value to you? And don't bother with
I can't stay right here.
shiny.
Look at this here.
What make a man high value to you?
So
Make a deal with this.
what makes a man high value to me is he has to have manners. He has to grow up good, and he has to have traditional values as well. So meaning by that is he has structure. He knows how to be family oriented. He knows, and outside of having a good job, it's just morals. Like he's in touch with his morality, and on top of that, he values the woman that he's with. That like there's nothing too much that he can do for his woman. There's no limitations. That anything is possible. Anything. But yeah, basically, he's willing to do anything for his woman, and he is an honest and respectable man. Point blank, period.
Word.
But yeah, I let my queen there.
Okay.
See, Kareem, you heard what she said? You find you a woman like her, you won't be looking for no white tea people.
Brother, I have a beautiful, loving girlfriend, bro. Soon to be wife.
I miss you, Sin.
Oh.
But I understand you on your grind right now, but I do miss you in your life. Sin, share the live. Bring TikTok Papa. But thank you for that, Cassidy. So what makes a man low value to you then? Like what
One day. So, what makes a man low value is basically someone who's not ambitious, someone who tries to weaponize their emotions against you when you try to validate your feelings and try to, seek some kind of communication from them. Also, someone who isn't willing to invest in you as well. They only seek their own interests, and they just, complain about what they can't do instead of thinking about what they can.
Like being supportive, right?
Right, just not being
Thank you.
And another thing is, again, he lacks morality. He's lustful. Another thing, if he's just a lustful man, he can't control his lust. And someone who's also complacent as well. Like he's not willing to grow. He's not willing to invest in himself. He's not willing to build himself. Yeah, I land my
She
plane.
literally said the same thing I said. That's crazy.
Oh, for real?
The complacent people in general, you can't be around me. Complacent, lackadaisical, just no ambition. Like, yeah, I agree. Okay, good job, Cass. I know. So let's go back to micro cheating because I just want to talk about micro cheating so bad because I've never heard that before.
Yeah, micro cheating. Are you talking about for me?
Yes, you are micro cheating.
It's just basically like you're doing things without your partner knowing, such as like, hey, like I should be knowing when you're texting someone like a client or a coworker who's a male, or like things like that, or someone DMs you something and if they're males, I should know that. Listen,
Yeah,
don't interrupt me.
that's right there.
Hold up. I'm explaining. I'm explaining. And someone who just like I would say who has male friends or at the opposite gender of friends, um, that's like literally micro cheating right there. Someone who just
No more green.
By them texting
No more
someone who can't control
No,
someone who can't
I
control
mean, he's
someone
a
who can't control
coworker.
their lust, someone who can't control their lust, like she said, and just watching like prawn while you have like literal relationship right in front of you. I don't get that.
I had to flow after him.
And then I would say, and then lastly, I would say, someone
It's an
who,
open panel to everybody to talk. You can speak over each other.
I've been respectful. Just I'll finish my point, guys. But the thing is, lastly, I would say is someone who's also like really, I would say, um, what's the word? It's like when they're talking. Oh yeah. They're basically like bringing your relationship to other people, like and getting their opinions, and then their opinions affect your relationship. Like it, you know what I'm saying? Come talk to me about it.
Oh, when they see validation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for like advice outside the relationship.
Hold on, let me ask you. What are you? Liquor sushi? Sushi, go and talk, because you barely talk.
Okay, so you wouldn't allow your girlfriend to talk to any man. Like what? A little bit controlling.
Listen, at the end of the day, I don't expect my man to watch me like I am on parole or he's my CO. But I really don't keep male friends. I really don't, because it never went well for me. I feel like every man that I tried to be friends with always had some sort of motive. They always tried it. So I always try to stay away from it and to stay out of positions that would cause me to stop. You know what I mean? Like to cheat. You really have to protect yourself when it
You
comes
guys
to
aren't like little kids that need to be watched over.
Yes, that's sushi.
You aren't like little kids that need to be watched over.
Hold on, Lil Sushi. Do you know the type of like? Do you know this generation that you're in?
Yeah, let me finish my point though.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
understand. But at the end of the day, trust has to be there, right? You have to trust your partner that they wouldn't put themselves in such situations and they wouldn't put you in such situations. So it's not like you have to watch nobody or monitor them. And another question too. What if your partner asks you to block someone? Like they don't trust this person. Hey, I don't trust this person. I don't trust the friendship. I would like for it to be cut off. Let's start with CEO.
If you're not willing to, that's what I was saying earlier. What makes a woman high value? Following orders and directions and being a good follower for your man. So your man's telling you this ain't it. I don't want you seeing this guy. I asked about the town and this is what I came up with. I don't want you talking no more. If you feel too entitled to the point where you feel like, oh, he's been in my life longer than you, then it's like at that point,
But Erica, no. So to have Erica tell live. All right, try. It made me somebody reported me. Somebody to get a whooping or some other shit. She won't keep your name out her fucking mouth, Erica. I don't know why right now. I just happened to stumble on it, which I don't know why. But Ali came up and they sitting over there. I thought they was having a godly moment. Next thing you know, Whitney want to start talking shit about you, talking about you fake and phony as fuck. You sat over there all that time and da-da-da. Just so happened, sister was in here. I was in here when I just got
And you bring it to her attention, she should do that automatically. Well, baby, this is so. This is so and so. This is so and so. And he stands to that. That means there's no respect in a relationship because you're the man, and there's supposed to be no man chosen over you.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna tell her. I'm not gonna tell her.
A lot of these cats fucking with the same. Get your shit, get out. Let's go.
I'm not gonna tell.
Wait some of that shit up.
One mic, y'all. One mic.
Let's say up real quick. What's the number? Let me hit you back. Call the house.
Then it's not letting me. Hold on, guys. I don't even.
Come on, mute.
Then it's not letting me up. I don't know what's going on. Every time you request, I let you up, and it's just making a load. But it not let you up, But I don't know. When I can't go on.
Oh, and the other piece, I'm not telling her to block anybody. I'm not even monitoring her movements or whatever like that whatsoever. She's someone that has been dealing with advances from men who've been misdirected all her life. She knows how to handle that because she's been handling it beforehand. She'll take care of that. I'm gonna tell her to block somebody. She knows who to block and when to block someone. She was doing it before me. She'll know how to do it while she's with me. She will take care of that. And again, I'm not going to be worried about anything she's doing and considering it cheating. I wouldn't be dealing with a woman that has issues of cheating, whether it's micro or whether it's macro. That shit is just not my concern. Remember, whatever she does, not in my presence, is not any of my business nor my concern. And if she's my woman, I don't have to be worried about what she's not doing in my presence.
Okay, people. And who was this? Was it Ashton or Kareem?
It was Ashton because Ashton left. So.
Hello.
All right, yeah, Ashton, it's you now.
Okay, what we speaking?
We're speaking on. Oh no. Ashton, did you go? All right, Kareem, let's go. It's you now.
Yeah, what was the question? Sorry.
The block answer. Like, if your woman asks you to block somebody because she don't like the nature of the relationship, or like she's just not comfortable with it, like, are you going to block, or are you gonna fight?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm dating to marry. Like, and if my woman like says like, hey, like I feel uncomfortable with this person, it's just like they give me a vibe, or maybe they done something, or it's just the way that she's looking at the photos. Like, I'm definitely 100% going to block. Like, why am I going to keep you around? You serve no purpose in my life. The girl that I'm with does serve a purpose in my life, and that's to have kids and eventually marry. So why not? Hello? Did I let go?
Yeah, so I wanted to just kind of, I can speak on something Kareem said before that really bothered me. I mean, anything bothered me, but one of the last things you said earlier was that
It's not that she becomes jealous. She knows what she got. That's what it is. A woman can never be jealous of her mate because she's a woman. But at the same time, a woman knows what she has and knows how she got them. So she feels like it's always going to be like that. Instead of thinking, oh, my man is in love with me, she's thinking, oh, it's another woman that can come along and take it.
Yeah, but a man can think the same way, so it doesn't matter. You're valid as a.
That's where, as people, we have to learn stability in our relationships.
So what I just want to finish saying real quick is that one thing that Kareem said that bothered me is the last thing he said in his talking earlier was he said that he will not allow his woman to he does not want his woman or allow his woman to have conversations about the relationships to other people. And just that rhetoric itself is very dangerous, because when you say that to a woman, that means that you are not allowing them to, they're being controlled, and they're not allowed to have answers from other people to help understand if something is controlling or if something is not okay. And that is very bothersome.
Yeah, exactly. You see how it bothers you when I said when she goes to her female friends that mess up the relationship with their own opinions, and those rhetorics, whatever you want to call them, those opinions that she gets whatever from who she wants, especially if it's a male too. Like males are the worst.
Was you don't know what your woman is
Listen. Keyword. No. Hold on. Onisha, please. Onisha, listen. What I said was, keyword, if she goes to her female friends, that is dangerous, okay? Why are you going to another single girl or something and getting like the opinions of them about our relationship? That doesn't make any sense. I'd rather you go to your family member, your mother, your father.
Okay, first of all, you said you do not want your
Again, female friends. You took what I said out of context.
Okay, female friends are who they're comfortable talking to. Who the hell wants to talk to their parents about their relationship?
And if you can't do that as a grown woman, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with me. Like, I'm just being serious. If you can't be that
Talk
mature.
to your friends about everything but their relationship.
Hold on.
See, that's called control.
As much as I don't want to, I agree with Karim. I do not go to my friends in my relationship.
Thank you.
That's
Tendering.
But if you go to your mom, she's gonna say, "Well, if he's not doing this, leave him."
no, my mom's not like that. What kind of mom do you have? My mom is
Step
to tell her husband, I'm
But
crazy
okay, hold
about
on.
this, that's problem.
It said you got to make your woman feel like a queen at all times, but that doesn't stop her insecurities. Kareem, I feel like you're supposed to make a woman feel like a queen. What are you talking about? What?
No, I understand that. But pandering to her at all times.
Queen, I don't need no fucking man to make me a queen. I can cheat on him. I can do whatever the fuck I want, you damn motherfuckers.
And you know what you deserve? You deserve the same man that you do it to. You deserve
That's why your ass
you
in the
do to
bed
the
by
same
yourself
man.
now.
Look what she called me. Look what she called me. But look what she called me. Like, come on now.
Emily, and you about to get blocked. Please don't call my panel and say no shit like that. Why do y'all do this? Stay out of my
Got my uncle over here dying.
Stop preaching the chat, y'all, because what the fuck? Like, why would you do that?
They love chaos.
Yeah, that's it. But as far as that goes, I feel like a woman that can't speak out for herself is not a woman. That's not a woman. That's a little girl. If you can't stop me and say, "Hey, baby, fucking up here."
But hold on. I want to take a mental note here. I have to do that. I keep up the conversation. Aquarius, what was your response? Like, you said you would block the person or you would not?
Block them for what?
Block him. You said what?
Who is a hot dog eater?
Block them for what?
The woman knows. If your partner asks you, like, I'm not comfortable with it.
This man's a hot dog eater.
I don't like the. Hold on. I don't like the. I just don't like your relationship with this person. I don't trust it. Would you block them?
Well, yes, because my woman should never feel uncomfortable in any situation, but I would also have to assess and address the fact that she doesn't trust me. That's a huge issue to me. That's a huge problem to me. So we would definitely have to address that. But yeah, I definitely make sure that my woman is always knowing she on top.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure your woman is secure, bro. That's it. If you make a woman secure, make her feel like a queen, and help when need be, and don't handicap her, she's gonna be a strong minded woman, and she's gonna be by your side. It's not gonna be.
I will answer the question. Ashton. Thank you, Ashton, for joining. But wait, Cassidy, did you go?
No, not yet.
Go ahead, Cassidy.
I kind of have mixed reviews about the whole blocking thing. At least from a woman's standpoint, I feel like if I have to ask my man to block someone, I don't know, like, because women's intuition never lies. Like, if I feel like I have to tell you to do something that you should already be doing, and that this person is making advances toward you, then it can't work. Like, vice versa. I should be able to trust you and to know that you're able to act accordingly. However, if I have to feel like I have to tell you that, and you as a man know that this woman is trying to, she's trying to pursue you in some type of way, then yeah,
that's dead in my book. As far as telling friends about your relationship, I could understand both perspectives, but sometimes you just want some advice from a friend. It could be your best friend. It don't have to be everybody from the friend group, but
Exactly.
someone who you know you can trust with that information. And sometimes you just need an outside opinion, and it's not to necessarily disrespect the relationship, but sometimes you just need.
All right, Cass, I got a question.
Sorry, my alarm went off, but yeah, sometimes you just need a little advice, and nothing's wrong with that.
Do you feel like you should always talk to your partner before you talk to somebody else about your relationship?
Oh, for sure. You should talk it out first. And if you feel like something is still off, or you feel like there's still a disconnect, then yeah, of course you could bring it up to someone you trust out of your friend group.
And don't you feel like once you speak to somebody else about your relationship before you speak to your partner, doesn't that cause problems?
Yes and no, because you should be able to address it first with your partner. Like communication is key. But if it's something like, let's say you notice something suspicious, right? And you're just asking for some advice from one of your friends.
I want to respond to something Grapple said in the comments. She said, if a woman is not allowed to talk to her friend, that lays the foundation for AD and manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that she will be restricted. I was just saying that I prefer to not go to my friends with any of my relationship problems. Unless it's super drastic. And if it's drastic, I'm going to a therapist. I'll go to somebody professional. I just don't believe in involving friends and family in your relationships like that.
No, I understand.
That's called discretion. I think we all need to have a certain amount of discretion of our intimate interactions. But yeah, again, there is nothing wrong with getting perspective in someone outside of the situation, especially when you're blinded by some things that you may not see. And your close friend and your close interactions can see something that you may not be seeing. For me, I'm completely open and 100% with that. And in fact, go out and I'm gonna give you some money so y'all girls can have a drink on me. You gotta have some. A woman has to have agency. The more that she's able to have some autonomy, the better she's gonna love and share with me.
All right. Okay, Papa, I agree. But I wanted to answer the thing too. I don't really believe in asking anybody to do anything. Because I feel like you should know. You know what I mean? You know where the line is. You know what you would not appreciate me doing. So why would you do it to me? I feel like sometimes, not in every case, but I've been in situations before when it's like block this person, block that person, and it just comes off to me as you masking some type of like insecurity, some type of hurt from the past by trying to do this emotional control. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is why you vet people properly and you look at them and you observe what they do, because I don't want to be telling you what to do, to block this and to block that.
Right.
I don't like to watch people like that. I don't want nobody to have to babysit. I don't.
That's right, nephew screaming.
No. Oh, Lord, I'm trying not to crash out, please. Let's tap the screen, y'all. Before I bring anybody up, please let's tap, tap, tap. Let's at least get to 100 likes. Tap, 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 tap. The screen, you know the deal. Are black women always to blame when there are issues in the relationship? What? Yes, let's tap the line, please. My algorithm's been slow lately because ain't nobody been tapping. I can't do it like that. Let's tap the screen. We're almost to 100. All I need is 100. We're going to get it cracking. Ooh, child. Good morning. Mike, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Micah, I'm going to give you 1 minute to answer the first question. Right after you land, we're going to jump up to age. All right. Go ahead, Micah.
Are black women always white? Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Why do you
because
think that is? Why do
because
you think black women are always
because I don't know. Cause I think because mostly some women are too emotional for their own good. Like I mean that's all I got.
Damn, we blame us again. Because we're too emotional. So that's why we're always to blame.
Yes,
Interesting.
partially yes.
Y'all, let's tap the screen, please. Please, let's tap. Age, let me give you a minute.
Okay.
Age, just answer the first question.
Okay. Are black women always to blame when there are issues in a relationship? No, they are not. I feel like it's a very situational thing, but you know, even if women were always to blame, then wouldn't the man be there to, you know, fix the situation or mediate, do conflict resolution, be a leader, and then vice versa, So that obviously, even if that was the case, it wouldn't, be the case because then men would just be there to lead them.
You don't think that if a man and hold on. A man and a woman are dating and shit goes south, who do you think is going to get the brunt of the blame?
The woman.
Why do you think that is, Age?
I think it's because we just so used to, in my personal, scene, I'm only around my boys when I'm complaining about our ladies. So we always vent and we always issue out the brunt of the blame because we relating to each other, we venting to each other.
Interesting. Will, what you think about the first question, babe?
Let me see. It says, are black women always to blame when there are issues in the relationship? Are we asking, do I believe that or the general consensus?
Just a general consensus, just on what you
mean, the woman is always to blame for everything, The man that keep his fit father, it's the woman's fault. She should have chose better. I mean, the man is lazy, doesn't want to work, it's the woman's fault. She should have chose better, Like accountability.
Yes, okay. But why do y'all think that black women have become the scapegoat for all the issues?
Well,
okay. Lovely. Hey, baby, come up here, girl. I need some answers today.
Okay, I think it boils down.
Africa as well.
I think it boils down at the end of the day to men not taking accountability for themselves. So the easiest thing for them to do.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good.
That's good.
Good morning.
Well,
good
that,
morning.
and then we'll jump to Lovely, but I'm listening to you.
Oh, so they, I think, at the end of the day, it's the easy person to blame, like they're a good scapegoat, the men have we have a powerful voice, so we're going to blame it on the women because it's the easiest thing to do, instead of holding ourselves or other men accountable, let's just put the blame on women, it's the easy thing to do. It's a cop-out.
It's very unfortunate. Lovely, what do you think about the first question?
Baby, are black women always to blame when there are issues in the relationship? No, I think that the guys that think that are just trying, like Will said, like trying not to take accountability. It's easy to just point the finger rather than doing the work to fix yourself, right? So I think that people try to take the easy way out by just pointing the finger at one person instead of looking inside and saying, hey, look, what could I have done better?
Interesting. Devon, what do you think about the first question?
No, I don't think whoever caused the problem is to blame. I didn't.
What do you do, Records?
Mr. Word. We assume that a woman is to blame when it's wrong in a relationship.
When I say always to blame, is then they're always the one being blamed. Always y'all. Y'all did this. Y'all did that. It's like, damn. Are we always the one being the blame?
Shut up! What I say?
Oh, Z.
Say shut the fuck up. Boy. Here, boy.
What's that? Wait, when Jay get back on Chica, I have to make you a model in this one because when it gets crowded, I'm gonna go to the comments.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Okay, here we go, y'all.
Okay, you got a party? Y'all got a party? Let's go party. Let's go. You got a party? Yeah? Come on, go.
Once it gets crowded.
All right.
Oh
So,
my
Javon, I'm fixing the
god.
prompt to make it way better. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh, that's irritating. Oh,
Don't be bringing that
oh,
bullshit.
chill your little ass down.
Okay, Javon, there we
Go,
go.
party.
A little bit better.
Party, let's go.
So, are black women always the ones being blamed when there are issues in the relationship?
No, I don't see it that way. It just depends on who's doing the talking, because you got some people that'll say that the man is always to blame. Then you got some crowds that'll say the woman is always to blame. Then you got people who think rational and want to hear what the situation was and take a good measure on what caused the problem.
Interesting.
Like, I tend to think that I tend to believe that people that move in groups operate that way. Like, when a person got that group mentality of like, let me run this by the fellas, or she might be like, let me run it past my girls or the family or the church.
Okay. We're gonna come back. I don't think we got any bars right now. James.
Yo.
Hey, good morning. Let me give you a minute, babe, to answer the first question. Go ahead.
Are black women always the ones being blamed? I don't think that's true. I don't think they're always the ones being blamed. If anything, I think it's black men who are being blamed. Do I have a minute to answer all three, or just the first one?
Yeah, just the first one. Okay, so you don't agree?
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah, if you want to elaborate further on why you don't agree.
Honestly, panels like these are the reason I disagree. Like, it's always a black woman on these TikTok panels, like blaming a black man or blaming men in general for the reasons that relationships don't work out.
Well,
to be honest with you.
Women doing it. We don't see the men doing it. Shut up. Interesting.
No, we definitely see men doing it too. I'm not gonna. It's definitely both sides. But my minutes up for the first one.
Okay, hang with me for a second. We can come back. Let's just get to the panel. Right. The real. Let me give you a minute. And Nia, welcome, baby. Go ahead, the real.
What's up? To the first prompt.
Just the first one.
I don't think women are being. I think recently, I think for the longest time, we heard about, issues with men more than we heard about the issues with women. And I think recently now men are starting to speak up more. So you're hearing men talk about the issues that they're having with women. But that's how I see it anyway.
Show to Nia. Nia and I just got done finding lives in another life. Welcome, Nia.
Hi, sis. Right. That's why I joined. I was like, oh, this is refreshing. Yeah. When it comes to black women being blamed for relationship issues, is because unfortunately in our culture we like to cuddle men. We make men think that they're inherent victims to the point that they think they can't be violent because the previous life was trying to pretend to make it seem like that. And the reason why we date out is because we've witnessed our aunties, our mothers, and our grandmothers being dragged and not being respected. This whole concept of like black love, i.e. struggle.
Oh no, stay right here with the first one, baby. We're gonna drop to the second one because I can't be on live long. But
okay, yeah. Well,
what just happened, right? We were in a live where it was a story about a BLK woman being unalived by her wifey husband. And even with the most gruesome circumstances of that case, somehow it was still her fault. But let's get to the panel and we'll talk more about that crazy shit. 5:30. Let me give you a minute to answer the first question only. Go ahead, love. Go ahead, babe.
I think that I don't really think that I'm answering this question in the way that it's phrased, but if I'm forced to answer this, I don't think that black women are the ones always being blamed in the relationship.
Hold on, did you say forced?
Yeah.
Because I know I ain't got no butcher knife or no pew out on you right now.
Huh?
You know, ain't nobody forcing you to do it. Anything.
No. Yeah, not. This is a bad word. My bad. But ultimately, what I'm saying is, I don't really think it's we're blaming black women or black women are being blamed. I don't think that it's black men are being blamed. I think it's a kind of a dual-edged sword here. One, that there's a lack of accountability both in men and women, and it's not really just black women or dedicated to our communities. It's more of just a character trait. I think that it also is dampened by the lack of men holding other men accountable.
If a woman dates a man, it turns out to be a horrible father. Has anyone ever said, well, she should have chose better?
Yeah, people have said that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Oh yeah.
But even vice versa.
Yeah, but I've heard the same thing vice versa.
But I tell guys the same thing. You should have chose better.
Y'all, what's going on? Can y'all hear me? Love me, Will.
We can hear you, love. Can you hear us?
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
I was just gonna let them. Yeah, I was just gonna let them dig themselves in the deep hole, and I was going.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was waiting for.
That's what I was gonna let them do that.
I'm waiting for. I really want to know if the woman dates a man who turns out to be a horrible father. How many times have we heard a man say, "Well, too bad. You should have chose better"?
I heard that all the time.
I hear it all the time.
Yeah, that's the truth. But I think it's the truth. And,
I agree.
And if a man meets a woman who turns out to be a lousy woman, I'm gonna tell him the same thing. You should have chose better.
I told my dad the same thing. No. My grandma tells my dad the same thing.
Yo.
It's like you got a whole bunch of kind of say that.
Yo. Alright, man. Who's her? I'm gonna take a shit. That's too much information, bro. You could have kept that to yourself. Could take me a big ass shit real quick. I'll be back. I don't care about that, bro. I'll be back. I'm training. Be a minute. Jeez. Don't ever say nothing like that. One of the big ass shits. Bro, oh my gosh, bro. No, bro. That's some manners. You say, hey, fellas, I need to excuse myself for 5 to 10 minutes for personal reasons. All right. All right. Now be quiet. Now be quiet. Now be quiet. No speak. No speak. No speak. No. Don't speak. Damn, Cadenas. Yeah.
We gotta be.
If anything, we clown the dude.
Yeah, that is true.
Each other
If anything, we'll
for
make fun of his
choosing
ass.
badly. We don't come and hug our homies for making bad. We clown.
Right.
Listen.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's jump to Ilkan, and then I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and we're gonna test out this theory.
Mm-hmm.
Ilkan Ali. Am I saying your name right? I'm sorry if I'm not.
No, ma'am, you destroying my first name. Yo, it's all my teachers did. I just didn't raise my hand when they called me. I was letting you.
The passive aggressiveness, I love it.
Mm.
Okay. Let's start with the first question. Let me give you a minute where you won't be interrupted. Tell me what you think.
Are black women always the one being blamed when there are issues in the relationship? Not societal wise, but men will say most men can get your body, but not your cooperation. So if you pick this and don't cooperate, I think it would be problematic that the woman is causing an issue in the relationship if you let someone inside your body, but you won't listen to them. Why are more black women dating outside of race?
We're not gonna go. Hold on, baby. We're not gonna glaze over that.
Oh. Okay.
Let's stay right with the first one for just a second.
Yes,
Black
ma'am.
women making masculine over that.
The cooperation thing. I hear this a lot, right? And oftentimes it's almost as though black women were painted as villains with, no capes. We're just angry. We're just destroying and wreaking havoc through the city. Is that how y'all think of it?
It's not how we think of you. It's the behavior. It's the actions you're demonstrating. So a lot of men relationships are starting because a man has to benefit you. You're not getting relationships because it's benefiting him. So a lot of times when he gets with you, and a lot of times where I think a brother was talking similar, you may set up your persona in the beginning. A lot of women bait and switch because we don't try to change y'all. It's a quote said that a man want to keep their women the same way, and when men get with women and hope they stay the same, women get with men and hope that they change. So when we get with you, we hope that you stay the same way, but you get with us already not liking the man typically that you're with. You want him to reach the potential that you see him supposedly have to reach, and you want him to be an ambitious man, and you want him to grow into what you want him to be, but you pick somebody you really didn't even like, and you try to change him. So a lot of times women don't. Yes, but if we ask you what you bring to the table, a lot of women become offended by that.
Well, we're going to come back because you know what? I remember something on another live. You and I had this discourse. And I want us to talk about it in a simple, polite way. But you had said something. Okay, I appreciate that very much. Let me give Raph a minute to integrate him in the conversation. And then I want to come back to you, Ali, on something that you had said in the past. Raph, let me give you.
I don't want to mess up the flow of the conversation. If you need to address, I didn't want to mess up the flow of the conversation. If you need to address Ali, I definitely can wait.
Okay. Gotta find those bars.
Can you hear me?
He talking, G.
I
Can't hear.
I was gonna say I didn't want to mess up the flow of the conversation. You can address Ali.
Yeah, we can hear him. You can't.
Okay, we'll come back. I can hear him now. At first I couldn't, but thank you, Raph. Let me say this. Once upon a time, Ali, you had stated that women bring no value to the relationship. Remember?
Yes, ma'am. I remember.
Are you still standing on that?
Yes, ma'am. Most women. So a good woman, a righteous woman, an orderly woman, a cooperative woman, a woman of great value and skill that knows how to operate for her husband, knows how to operate for her children, knows how to operate in society, brings great value to society and her family. Matter of fact, she's the core of it. We live for our women. That's why we love our mamas. That's why we love our grannies. That's why we love the women in our family. They keep us together, and they're the core of
society. Let me ask you this. Do you think, y'all, let's get the 10K likes. I hate that in the comments, but let's get them likes that we got plenty of people to support 10K likes for right now. Let me ask you this. Do you think that all men are deserving of a cooperative, loving, supportive, nurturing woman?
If they're a good man, if they're a decent man, if they're integral, if they have integrity, if it's a man you chose.
Oh, okay. So no. All men are deserving of a loving, cooperative, supportive, nurturing woman.
No, they're not. All men are not.
All men are not deserving of that.
Of course
So instead of perpetuating that, women are combative or wreaking havoc, maybe could it ever be that maybe the woman is only responding to the environment and the man as an individual? Because if you start calling me all kinds of being
you could look at it that, but you just conflated two things, right? The difference is y'all are the gatekeepers. You pick who gets close to you. You pick who gets intimacy. You get who gets to touch you.
See, that's false, though, Ali.
Let me finish. Let me finish real fast. You pick who gets to make love
before
to
we
you.
go on a tangent. No,
Okay, so
hold on. Stay right there. How do we pick? If I say to you, Ali, drop them draws now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to agree to that, right?
Yes.
So at the same time, how am I now the gatekeeper if you have to agree to consent? I cannot rape you and make you drop them draws.
But you have to approach me more, though. That's what he's saying.
No, he's saying.
You have to want me to drop them draws. No man is getting access to a woman unless she wants access to her body. Nobody is. That's why you say my body, my choice. What does my body, my choice mean?
We're talking about with children, but if I say to you, hey, fellas, I want all y'all line up across this wall, and I want them draws down.
Most
if you're holding it, if you're doing the same thing that men do when they put women in the
So I'm not a gatekeeper of sex because you have to agree to have sex with me. I can't make you just because I want it, correct?
No, ma'am, you're conflating the fact that you have to open your legs to have access. You are, ma'am. If I want you and you say no, can I get you?
But it's the same. What she's saying is the same for a man. That's what she's saying.
Not.
Yes, it is. If I say that I want you, you have the choice whether or not you actually want to do anything with me.
Okay.
Correct.
So what are you talking about?
Let's say we both want each other. Let's say we both want each other. We want each other, and I'm ready to have smacks, and you say no. Am I getting smacks?
But you're missing the point. I literally just gave you the simplest point ever. If I come to you and I say I want you, and you say, well, listen, I don't want you. No, I cannot do anything. What do you mean?
That's not.
I cannot then say to you, well, because I wanted Ali, you're gonna give it to me. Now, some of y'all are freaky and might like that shit.
No, we said you get
may say, girl, you out your motherfucking mind. I'm not doing that.
You're
so I'm not the gatekeeper of a goddamn thing.
You're conflating attraction with the access. Y'all are conflating. I cannot get sex from no woman unless she gives it to me. It's not. So, for matter of fact, most men are living in relationships where their women are holding.
Ali.
A man is not entering a relationship to be sexually controlling.
Most men are in relationships where their wives are holding hostage to the body.
What? You are damn lying.
No, I'm not, man.
Hold on, Ali. You're trying to make it seem as though Ali, listen, there's no way we can argue this. At the end of the day, if I tell you, Ali, I think you're fine as hell. I'm trying to see what it do. Meet me in my room at 2. You can say, bitch, get out of my goddamn DM.
You're conflating. It's not the same thing.
You can say, you know what? That's nice, deal, but I'm a married man. I'm not. Just because I can open my legs does not mean you have to unzip your pants. That's my point.
It's not the same thing at all.
That's my point.
It's not the same thing at all.
It's the same thing. It's a choice ultimately.
Are you trying to get at like men have less self-control? That's why it's different?
No, see how now you are exaggerating. What I'm saying is you also have the option to have sex with me or not.
This has become a bad faith conversation now because it's not the same thing.
It is the same thing. It's a choice ultimately is what she's saying. It's a choice. Listen. If a married man, right? If a married man goes up to a woman and she says, you know what, I want to sleep with you, and he accepts it, then he's going to sleep with her. If that same woman goes up to that married man and she says, I want to sleep with you, and he says, no, I don't want to sleep with you, she's not going to be able to sleep with him.
We're not talking about choice. We're talking about access.
No, we were talking about we have the same.
I made the point. Women get access to smecks. That's not, I didn't say choice.
Okay, but it's the same thing.
Access to an apartment, access to roam through an apartment complex, but only you decide if you open your door. Just because I'm in your neighborhood, does not mean I'm going to have full access. Does not mean I'm going to have full access to what I want.
So this is
I'm not saying literally go outside. I'm saying
this is bad faith.
okay. Hold on, real quick. We got two new panelists.
Most men can't get.
Let me get some more perspective. And
Yo,
we're gonna come back because I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, and I don't know if you look at God interfering. I don't think you're
Without letting me finish. I did. Most men can't get smacks. 80% of women have reproduced on them.
You know what I'm saying?
Call her honey again. Use the word in comments. Women are the door.
I don't understand. You get these times what they want.
Baby mama, so you just letting this shit go, huh? Say less. I'm going back on mute. I had to come up for air though.
Hey, mom, dad, get your ass down. Give a bitch what you need. Hey, Monica, hear you guys.
Hey, Monica.
Thank you.
What?
It's on the 12.
Oh my God. See, mine's still 6. Mine's come on 11.
I get that on the 12.
I'm gonna get mine next month. I get mine next month. I have your
Right, that's what I'm like.
I'll get mad on the 12th. I can see if
let's go.
my
Hey, these
man
jerseys cold.
is on the 7th.
I don't care.
How much
The
you get?
old school Bucks jerseys. The Brandon Jennings and Rookie Young.
$250.
You get 100
Did
more.
Dave make his play already?
Hell yeah.
Dave, did you make your play already?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I came in on the comments. I said, let me up. I want to talk about Erica too. So girl, like I was in the comments. She
When you done with your fight, Devin, let me check him out.
Alright,
They already
so
you're so funny. Erica beef, and I was like, you're
Dang.
big back. So y'all look like Peppa Pig in the family.
Yeah, they over there still talking shit, talking
And I
about
got
Give me that. Go, y'all. Go, y'all. Go, y'all. I got you. I got you. Yeah. I got you. I got you. Yeah. You see that?
bigger than goddamn me. That probably time. This is nothing on the
You
way.
watching them, boy. You a hater.
I told him back in the dud.
This is the brown
You a
cream.
hater.
This is the nice same family.
My play was box office. You gotta tune in and leave, man. Bro, this nigga.
No, I said, hey.
Oh, you can, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to get in here because I went on a blocking spree the other night and I blocked out of their 6 pages.
Yeah, I blocked out their ass.
Well, anybody who had a dice, if they get in here, that's gonna be real interesting because I don't want
In the base, what song you want to hear? I'll go first.
people with dice by that name because when you say that putting me in your space is a privilege, I stand on that. You don't even get to come in my TikTok room, bitch. That's right. If you don't like me, you don't like me, and stand on you don't like me. That means away from me. Yes, ma'am.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Fuck the TikTok privilege. Y'all can keep that shit. I just want another plate. That food down on that motherfucker box. The county turned around. My plate was gone. It was gone.
They play too fucking much. Yeah.
Callie, you turned around. That shit was gone.
I was cold, boy.
My scoops. The pasta left on that plate.
Whether I will send it tomorrow to be done, by the way, I look, Adam, bye. Don't even acknowledge it.
Hold on, what's going on?
What you was gonna send tomorrow, Adam?
Oh, listen.
It's to understand what the objective truly is.
So, yeah, that was, I
know
missed that
like
one.
he's fallen in this particular area, so, and this woman is lifting.
Onisha, you can correct me anytime you want. You tell me to do whatever it is, whatever you need. You can tell me.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to draw a charge, bro. Just go guard your man. Get up.
I'm gonna put that down in your notes, Papa.
That's my little guy.
I have a lot of notes written down.
Yeah, what up?
Chris,
Oh, you're calling him.
What's going on?
go ahead and introduce yourself. yourself. Where you from? What's your name? And
Thank you.
if you want to, or just chiming in the comments.
No, right? Yo.
Oh yeah,
You
well,
suck, bro.
you already know me on this shit. But yeah, for those who don't know me, my name is Prince John. Yeah, I'm from Florida. But yeah, I would say I think that value is subjective, but I think that there's a difference between what you anecdotally perceive as high value and then what society perceives or deems to be of high value. Because, like, for instance, like, there's some women, like, some women think that, like, guys that make six figures are high value, and there are other women who think that, like, guys who, like, are huge, like, muscular, like, cats that have been in and out of prison, that are intimidating looking, are, like, high value, even if, like, they don't, like, per se, like, make really good money.
Yeah, there's some women out there that want thugs. Yeah, I agree with you.
Dang, I thought that was good.
There you go. King David, go ahead.
Everybody's getting through. Eat out much, Kareem. Tell him, honey. Go ahead and tell him, honey.
Shut up.
We have somebody new. We have King David on the panel. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, what up, y'all? Hey, Big Recco.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm King David. King David in the building. How everybody doing?
DK in the building.
I don't know.
Hey, King David.
What would make a person,
King David. Queen David in the building.
Like moral standards, boundaries, principles, yeah,
hey, bro.
pride, dignity, things like that.
What is these niggas?
Things like that. I think that was personal value.
Oh shit, man, you coming out, boy? Oh shit! I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm
Look at man. How do you feel about a woman that for you to be
that's why I fuck with Donald. See, y'all don't like Donald, bro, but I know the reason I like this Donald, man. I know he was a GD. I know Donald was a GD.
More than what she made. Is this
that makes sense. So that's all you gotta do is just release niggas from jail and they'll be happy.
Definitely from one. Like I said, let's just say I'm rich. Like
that nigga Donald did a lot for us blacks.
Riches, right? I'm 10 times that.
Blacks still wearing Obamacare, but
utter a-hole. But again, hey, you want to go shopping?